You ever scroll through travel videos and think, wow, Africa is basically just safaris and sunsets? Yeah. No. Cameroon heard that stereotype, rolled its eyes, and said, hold my plantain. Welcome to Cameroon, the heart of Central Africa, where the scenery changes faster than your ex's excuses. This country's got it all. Beaches that flirt with the Atlantic, mountain towns with postcard views, and cities so alive you'll think they're running on caffeine and Afrobeats. And today, we're counting down the top 10 most beautiful cities and towns in Cameroon, from lush hills to glittering skylines. Some you've heard of, others will make you say, wait, that's in Cameroon? Buckle up. This isn't geography class, it's a visual joyride through one of Africa's most underrated gems. Number 10. Gerua City. If cities had personalities, Garoua would be the overachieving cousin who still manages to look good in every photo. Sitting gracefully on the Benue River, Garoua is northern Cameroon's heartbeat, a blend of tradition, trade, and textile hustle. With around 400,000 people, it's buzzing with Fulani culture, colorful markets, and enough cotton to make your favorite brand jealous. The sunsets here? Unreal, like someone added an Instagram filter called Golden Savannah. And when you see fishermen casting nets as the call to prayer echoes across the river, it's pure cinematic gold. But if Garoua feels like the industrious big brother, our next stop is the artsy little sibling. Quiet, graceful, and full of rhythm. Let's head east. Number 9. Bertoua City. Tucked away in Cameroon's eastern embrace, Bertoua is where nature and culture decided to co-sign the same lease. It's the capital of the East region, home to the Buea people, and it moves to its own laid-back beat. Think red earth roads winding through tropical forests, motorbikes zipping past French cafes, and wildlife reserves so close you half expect an elephant to photobomb your selfie. Population? Around 100,000, but don't let that number fool you. This town's spirit is 10 times its size. Locals call it the Green Gateway, and it's easy to see why. Rivers shimmer under the equatorial sun, and the air smells like wet earth and freedom. But just when you start thinking Cameroon's all chill vibes and forest trails, the terrain rises. Literally. Our next city trades humidity for highlands and swaps calm for charisma. Let's climb north into the heart of Adamawa. Number 8. Ngaoundéré City. Now we're stepping into the highlands, where the air feels cooler, the landscapes roll endlessly, and the people greet you with a warmth that could melt the morning mist. Welcome to Ngaoundéré, the capital of the Adamawa region and the beating heart of Cameroon's cattle country. This city is perched in the hills, like a royal overlooking its kingdom. It's where trains from Yaoundé come to rest and travelers come to realize, wow, Cameroon really is a continent disguised as a country. Ngaoundéré is known for its scenic beauty, with the iconic Mount Ngaoundéré standing guard like a silent giant. The streets hum with a blend of cultures: Fulani horsemen in flowing robes, students from across Central Africa, and traders who could sell you anything from handcrafted leather to fresh cow milk straight from the source. It's also a hub of Islamic architecture and ancient history, where the Lamido's Palace still stands as a living relic of traditional authority. When the palace drums echo across town during festivals, it's not just noise, it's history shaking hands with the present. And let's be honest, the sunrise views from these highlands, they'll make you forget Wi-Fi even exists. But if Ngaoundéré feels like a misty mountain postcard, the next city is a storm of color, culture, and charisma. It's time to head west, where the hills start talking back. Number 7. Bamenda City. Bamenda, or as locals lovingly call it, Abakwa Town. This city doesn't just sit quietly, it booms with personality. Nestled in the northwest region, Bamenda is one of those places that wears its identity proudly on its sleeve. Home to over 700,000 people, Bamenda is where you'll find fiery politics, artistic energy, and a sense of community that feels as thick as the mountain air. Picture sprawling hills, buzzing bike taxis weaving through the city, and colorful homes climbing the slopes like defiant splashes of paint. Bamenda is also Cameroon's unofficial second capital, a city that speaks English, hustles French, and dreams in pidgin. It's where coffee meets activism, and every conversation sounds like a passionate TED Talk with better outfits. The views, unreal, the energy, electric, the people, fiercely proud. You don't just visit Bamenda, you feel it in your bones. But if Bamenda's energy leaves you breathless, take a deep one, because the next stop is equally high, but wrapped in elegance, trade, and tradition. Number 6. Bafusam City. Welcome to Bafoussam, the mountain jewel of Cameroon's West region and the cultural capital of the Bamileke people. This city is the financial powerhouse of Western Cameroon, basically the Wall Street of the hills, but with friendlier people and better food. Sitting in the Bambutos Mountains, Bafoussam blends old-world craftsmanship with modern ambition. You've got roadside markets stacked with woven baskets and hand-carved masks right next to gleaming new malls and business centers. It's that perfect Cameroonian duality, one foot in tradition, the other in tomorrow. And let's not forget the Bafoussam Palace, a marvel of Bamileke architecture that looks straight out of a fantasy movie, complete with totems, carvings, and stories whispered through generations. The air up here is crisp, the culture rich, and the vibe unmistakably entrepreneurial. Bafoussam is where the pulse of commerce meets the rhythm of tradition. It's where the past and future shake hands every morning over a cup of strong, local coffee. But as we climb down from the hills, get ready to feel the ocean breeze, because our next city isn't about altitude, it's about attitude. Time to head to the coast. Number 5. Kriby City. Welcome to Kribi, the beach beauty of Cameroon, where the sand is soft, the water sparkles like liquid glass, and the sunsets could make even the Caribbean jealous. Kribi sits on the Gulf of Guinea, and it's basically the country's postcard to the world. If Garoua was the hard-working cousin, Kribi is the one who made it big on Instagram. They call it the City of Grand Ambition, and for good reason. Kribi is home to some of the most impressive development projects in the country, a modern, deep seaport, expanding infrastructure, and an endless coastline that makes you wonder why you ever settled for cold beaches elsewhere. But beyond all that steel and progress, Kribi is pure paradise. Think palm-fringed shores, fresh seafood sizzling on open grills, and the famous Limbe waterfalls, where the river doesn't just meet the ocean, it dives into it dramatically, like it's auditioning for a movie role. You'll find luxury resorts, fishing villages, and nightlife that hums softly to the rhythm of waves. Kribi is where Cameroon trades its mountains for mojitos, a mix of relaxation and aspiration in one perfect package. But as the tide rolls out, our journey rolls west to a city where history, culture, and seaside charm all crash together in the friendliest way possible. Number 4. Limbe City. Welcome to Limbe, formerly known as Victoria, and yes, it still lives up to the royal name. Nestled at the foot of Mount Cameroon, Limbe is that coastal gem that knows exactly how good it looks. It's the kind of place that could easily be on a top 10 hidden paradises list if locals weren't already too busy enjoying it. They call it the town of friendship, and you feel that the second you step in. Palm trees line the coast, the ocean breeze carries laughter, and everyone seems to move like they're living in a slow-motion travel commercial. But don't mistake the calm for quiet. Limbe packs personality. It's home to one of the country's most popular beaches, a botanical garden straight out of a fairy tale, and the Limbe Wildlife Center, where rescued chimpanzees and gorillas get a second shot at jungle life. And when the sun sets, Limbe glows. Literally. The orange skies over the black sand beaches make it look like nature itself is showing off. But if Limbe is the soul of Cameroon's southwest coast, the next city is its heartbeat. High up the mountain, buzzing with youth, tech, and talent. Number 3. Bua City. Now we climb, both literally and metaphorically, to the city of Buea, perched on the eastern slopes of Mount Cameroon. This place is part history, part innovation, and all hustle. Buea is often called the Silicon Mountain, a playful nod to Silicon Valley, because it's home to Cameroon's most vibrant tech community. Here, software startups rise beside colonial buildings, and students at the University of Buea debate code and culture in the same breath. It's where tradition meets ambition, and the view from almost any street looks like a desktop wallpaper come to life. But don't let the tech hub label fool you. Buea still keeps it real. It's got cascading hills, misty mornings, and music studios that birth some of Cameroon's biggest hits. If Douala is the country's engine, Buea is its creative spark. Young, restless, and ridiculously scenic. And of course, it sits under the shadow of Mount Cameroon, the highest peak in Central and West Africa. During the Mount Cameroon Race of Hope, locals and athletes sprint up that volcano like it's just another morning jog. Yeah, these people are built different. Buea is both a retreat and a revolution, a city looking at the clouds and saying, "We'll go higher." But speaking of heights, it's time to soar into the capitals. One political, one economic, both competing for the title of Cameroon's crown jewel. Number 2. Yaounde City. Welcome to Yaoundé, the city of 7 hills and apparently endless energy. This is Cameroon's political capital. But don't let that word political fool you into thinking it's boring. Yaoundé isn't a dull government town. It's where power meets personality, and where concrete climbs as confidently as ambition itself. With over 4 million people, Yaoundé is like a living engine, constantly humming with motion. Ministries, embassies, and headquarters share space with cafes, art galleries, and rooftop lounges. It's a city where you could literally bump into a minister, a musician, and a motorbike rider, all arguing about football in 3 different languages. Built on hills and valleys, Yaoundé's skyline is an architectural roller coaster. From the Basilica of Mary Queen of the Apostles to the gleaming glass of new high-rises, the view is pure eye candy. And then there's the nightlife, vibrant, colorful, and full of that unmistakable Central African rhythm. Yaoundé doesn't just run the country, it charms it. It's the kind of city where tradition and modernity coexist like best friends who sometimes roast each other but can't live apart. Here, you'll find street vendors serving grilled plantains right outside luxury hotels. And somehow, both feel equally Cameroonian. But while Yaoundé sits on the political throne, our final stop wears the economic crown. So hold on, because we're heading to the city that never sleeps, sweats, or slows down. Number 1. Douala City. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Douala, Cameroon's biggest, busiest, and boldest city. If Yaoundé is the brain, Douala is the muscle, and it's flexing 24/7. Perched on the Atlantic coast, about 210 kilometers west of Yaoundé, Douala is not just Cameroon's economic capital, it's the commercial heartbeat of Central Africa. The port here is massive, one of the busiest in the entire region, connecting Cameroon to Gabon, Congo, Equatorial Guinea, and even Chad. Basically, if it moves, it probably passed through Douala first, but it's not all business. Douala is also a melting pot of creativity, fashion, and modern African culture. The streets pulse with energy, taxis honking, street vendors hustling, music blasting, and skyscrapers rising like they're racing each other to the clouds. And let's talk lifestyle. Douala's got an endless lineup of chic restaurants, beachfront lounges, and art spots that make it feel like a West African version of Miami, only with better food and fewer tourists. By day, it's all business, finance, trade, logistics, you name it. But when night falls, the city transforms. Neon lights reflect off the Wouri River, laughter spills from open-air bars, and Douala's famous humidity wraps around you like a warm, unapologetic hug. This city isn't trying to impress you. It knows it's impressive. It's raw, real, and relentlessly alive. Douala is Cameroon's definition of hustle. It's where ambition meets the ocean, and where every sunrise feels like another opportunity to build something new. So, there you have it, 10 of Cameroon's most beautiful cities and towns. From the serene rivers of Garoua to the electric nights of Douala, this country proves that beauty isn't one size fits all. It's in the diversity, the coastlines, the mountains, the people, and the rhythm that connects them all. And if you've made it this far, you clearly appreciate good taste in cities and content. So don't ghost us now. Hit that like button, share this video with your travel buddy, and subscribe for more eye-opening, globe-hopping, continent-loving adventures. Because this isn't just about Cameroon. It's about seeing the world through the stories that make it shine. Stay curious, stay bold, and I'll catch you in the next one.